There's a cute guy coming. Look ugly, look ugly.
I don't know how to look ugly.
Look ugly.
Hello, hi, and welcome. My name is Rakhadi, also known as that friendly auntie. When I tell you I can't even stop to catch my breath, we are discussing one of my favorite topics today. Guys, friendship. Friendship, to be more specific, female friendships. I am obsessed. When I tell you, give me bridesmaids any day, give me girls trips any day, give me Insecure any day, give me Grace and Frankie any day, give me, what is that other one, book club any day. Give me Sex and the City any day. Give me girls any day. I die for female friendships. That is the joy of my heart. I truly believe that female friendships or my female friends are the loves of my life. That's as deep. That's the depth of where my heart goes, except from my son. That's just, my love goes super deep for female friendships. I have always adored friendships since I was a little girl. Girl, when I tell you, I can remember my first friendship breakup. I was still a teenager. Me and this girl had been best friends since like first grade, grade one, as we call it in South Africa. And when I tell you, when she broke up with me, I felt it. But today I don't want to focus on female friendships. I want to breakups rather. I want to focus on the actual friendship. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about that Oprah and Gail type of friendship. I'm talking about how Michelle Obama speaks about the importance of her female friends in her book. That's how important they were. She had to write it down. She had to write it down. A lot of women speak about the importance that female friends have played in their lives and how they have contributed to their growth, how they have contributed to their full being, to them being the best version of themselves. That's what you're talking about today. I can't tell you how excited I am. Yeah. Very, very excited. I love women like Jane Fonda. One of my favorite shows, I mentioned it, Grace and Frankie. Jane Fonda, obviously, living legend, actress extraordinaire, speaks about the importance of her female friends to the point where they're like, girl, stop, because she will not shut up about it. I remember on Grace and Frankie, there's an episode where Frankie gets a prophecy that she will die soon. And she starts then acting crazy, and it starts affecting Grace rather, who is played by Jane Fonda. And she starts getting panic attacks. She somehow ends up on the therapist's couch, and then she works out that the reason why she's having panic attacks and the reason why, I think there was a particular song playing in her head, is because that song reminded her of her father. Now, her father died when she was around, 10, 12, something like that. And that was the last time in life she ever felt safe. And she realizes that ever since Frankie came into her life, that's the level of safety that Frankie has brought into her life. And now that it looks like she's dying, she's panicking because she feels like she's losing her safety net. Girl. Bona, when I tell you, that could be very easily, that could be me. I get it entirely, completely. Everything, I get it. That's the level of value I place on friendship. And I am lucky enough to have women that feel the same way about me. It's not a one-way street. I'm lucky that I have women that feel the same way about me. Women that are like, girl, what would I do? There are moments when I forget what I'm capable of or how smart I am. All I have to do is pick up the phone. And I know I have a girl who's going to reassure me, who's going to remind me of who I am. Girls, that's what we're doing today. Anyway, let's jump into the first video before I make this intro way too hard. I'll keep coming in here and there, giving my opinion, and then we'll round it off at the end. Thank you for being here.
And I want to tell a little story. We were in Texas. Somebody had said something and you were like, oh yeah, Angela acts like this big tough person, but in reality she's a little softy. And I said, you know what, what's funny is you're the only person who would ever call me soft. You're the only person who ever says that. Everybody else. And the person we were with was like, haven't you ever stopped to think the only reason that you're the only person who sees that is because you're the only one she feels safe with? You have cracked me down in every way over the past year and a half. Having your support in my life.
And I love you so much.
When the world is crashing down around me, you are the person that I call. You're the person that I go to. You are my comfort. You are literally my safety. You are the only person that I know will never leave my side. I can't thank you enough. Increase the quality of my life. Imagine one person has made my life so much better because of their support, because of just simply knowing that they're there. And you are my joy. I get sad when you don't come places. I get annoyed when you're not gonna be there because you elevate the quality of whatever I'm doing by 1,000.
We always talk about the jealous friends and the bad friends, but let's talk about the friends who are really, really good girls. Like, who really come in our life and really help us change into this beautiful human being that really love us for us, that's generous, that's kind, that's loyal. Like, let's talk about those people. I have those people in my life, and I really do love those people. I don't play about those people. Those people helped me. I love those people. If you're my friend and you see this, I love you.
You guys, I really like my friends. Like, sometimes I think I like them too much. I think about them all the time. When I hang out with them, sometimes I'm like thinking to myself, this is really cool. Like, I get to have these these friends are for me. I don't know, it's...
Sometimes I think about the fact that when I was proposed to, my best friend brought not one, not two, but 3 white dresses so that if I didn't like my outfit, I could change. And I am just overwhelmed by women.
You know you have a healthy friendship if every time you speak to them, you begin to feel better about yourself. And like when you're with them, you can be free. You feel alive. You feel like you can truly be yourself. And then when you're leaving from being with them, you're already yearning for the next time that you're going to be with them again. When you look at them, it's like, you give me hope. You give me hope in humanity. You give me hope in friendships. It's because of our friendship that I know that good and genuine friendships do still exist. If you have a friend like this, hold on to them. I promise you, there won't be many.
Yesterday, my friend's mom made me cry because she was talking to us about how special she finds our bond and friendship with her daughter, who is her only girl, right? And right now, we're all in Lagos for that one friend's wedding. Our friend group is about 7 of us, and this is year 8 of our friendship. And I started crying because when I was younger and I first moved to America, like, I was severely bullied, like bullied for my voice, bullied for being African, all of it, right? So I was very afraid as a child that like I would never experience friendship again, right? Like, I don't even know why I'm making this video. I think this is just a friendship appreciation post, right? Because I love my friends. I love my friends because I've known what it feels like to not have some. There's not enough time for me to even explain like who these women are. Like, for my 18th birthday, like, after knowing me for about 7 months, they threw me a surprise party, right? Because they knew, like, growing up, like, how rough my birthday was for me. So, and how much I love surprises. They threw me a surprise party, invited my sisters from back home, invited my high school friends from back home. When I turned 21, I love movies, right? They turned my birthday into, like, a spy mission where I'm literally... people are delivering me folders to go find out what the next mission is for my birthday. It's just, oh man, we had such good times. Been to Cancun together, Norway, France, London, Barcelona, Indonesia, the Philippines, like Ghana, Nigeria now, all of it together. My friends have taught me, were the first people to teach me what love is like outside of family, right? What true love is like outside of your family. I hope everyone gets to experience the true joy that is having great friendships like I have with Justina, Esther, Miriam, Fati, Sidia, Akunda, and our honorary member, Nali.
Okay, just a quick one. I know that I said I didn't want to talk about breakups in this one. I'm one of those girls that, let me tell you, a female friendship breakup for me hurts more than a romantic love breakup. You know, and we've seen this happen. And that's the complexity that comes with friendships. Do you guys know Shen Booty? Check her out. She's a sexologist or sexual experience teacher, something like that. But she speaks quite a few times about a friendship that she lost 10 years ago. She lost her friend, her best friend 10 years ago, and it broke her heart. She just, it was never the same, right? I remember they sat down at some point and spoke about it. We've seen people like is it Amber Rose? No, it's not Amber. Well, Amber Rose and Black China kind of also went their separate ways, and then they become Simone B recently, that split with her friend. I know there are a few people, we've seen a few female friendship breakups, and how painful that's just the significance. I'm saying too much. Let's get back into it.
There is not enough value placed on female friendships. Do you know how extraordinary it is to have someone just choose you just because of the person that you are? They choose you because of how kind you are, how loving you are, how it feels to have you in their life. And they reciprocate it. They give you loyalty, love, a shoulder to cry on, and they ask for absolutely nothing in return. Female friendships are one of the most beautiful things, beautiful relationships I've ever come across in my life. My friends saved my life many of times. I would not be where I am without my female friendships. My female friendships have changed my life, pushed me to the places that I need to be, helped me get to where I need to be, helped me up when I've been on the floor. There is nothing quite like female friendships. Send this to your friends and let them know how much you love and adore them, because let's be fair, our lives would be so different.
When y'all be posting those videos of like the picture and the conversation, and the conversations like of you and your best friend arguing, I can't relate. I literally cannot relate at all. Me and my best friend literally do not argue. We might do like playful banter, but like it never gives arguments. We barely have disagreements. So maybe that's just us. I feel like that just makes our relationship better because we really don't get into it. I think we're just so much alike to the point that we know what each other are thinking, and we know what either one of us are going to say. So like, what's the point of saying or doing something that's going to piss the other person off that will lead to an argument? What is the point of that? I also would like to mention that we're both Aquarius. So, I mean, do the information that you will. When people be like, can you describe your best friend in any type of words or a single word? You know how people be like, oh yeah, we're like night and day. We're literally like day and day and night and night. We're both sides of the yin and yang symbol. It's crazy, but you know, it works for us. Sorry for y'all.
Wow. No, wow. No, wow. You look. No, but wow. No. Where did you get? What? I cannot. I'm not seeing you in the summertime. Insane.
Bro, girls who say they're not friends with girls because girls are backstabbers, blah, blah, all that whack stuff. Bro, have you seen a girl friendship? Like, girls love girls, bro. Like, when I say girls, I mean, like, girls love girls. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Like, even with compliments, bro. Like, girls could give two shites about a male compliment. But let another random girl from anywhere just say, you look nice. Bruh, she's melting, dog. Explain it to me, bro. Like, you could have been, bro, I'm friends with my friend for like years. I tell her, oh no, bro, that looks dope. That looks pretty cool. She'll be like, let a random homeless lady outside McDonald's on the 16th of June tell her it looks great. All of a sudden, oh my gosh, hey.
I don't know if it's just me, but every single time I have a deep, meaningful conversation with my friends, I just think to myself, like, wow, this is a really smart woman. Shucks.
Once you've experienced real sisterhood, surface level friendships are not going to hit the same in comparison. I've even had people project onto me about this topic because people don't understand what they have not yet experienced. If your friendships look like inconsistency, trauma bonding, you can't count on them. They're not dependable. They're only there when you want to go clubbing. They're only there for a hangout friend or a go out to eat friend. then you may not know what real sisterhood looks like. Do not get me wrong, we all have different friends for different reasons. I truly believe there are certain friends that are there to serve a purpose. But when I say real sisterhood, I mean being able to depend on your sister for any of those things. A real sisterhood is being a safe space for each other, calling each other out on your bullshit, but in a kind way, in a loving way, supporting each other's growth, making each other's inner child feel safe, holding a mirror up to each other and keeping each other in check of like, hey, this is what you need to work on, or this is what I need to work on, and this is how we gonna get it done. A sisterhood should be you guys constantly elevating with each other. And I'm gonna be super real with you. They come a dime a dozen, okay? It's super rare to find somebody else who is really with you when they say they're gonna be with you and shows up in every single way that you don't even have to question their loyalty. Support of a real sisterhood is supposed to help you blossom. It's not supposed to pull you down. It's not supposed to entertain your toxic habits and keep you in cycles. Is supposed to help elevate you. And I feel like a lot of us were not taught what real sisterhood is, but I'm very grateful that now that I've been healing myself more as a woman, I'm able to even show up as that person to other people. Because at the end of the day, you can only meet other people as far as you've met yourself.
Just to come in here, guys, I wanted to speak about, I know I was very excited at the beginning of this, but I wanted to speak about, now that I'm watching these videos, it's reminding me about how important this for me is. Just, it applies. I do friendships like I do dating. I believe in dating my friends. I believe in going out with my friends. I believe in checking in with my friends. And it is a friend who actually taught me that. A friend that I've had for a decade. I remember we met on my 21st birthday. That girl pursued me. So when these women speak about how it has become difficult to date because women have set such a high standard for them, I relate. I relate because I have a friend who literally pursued me. She's like, I was deliberate and I was intentional about becoming your friends. It's almost 2 decades before we had children, before we were just little church girls. It started on my birthday. She was blowing up my birthday. I don't even know how this woman knew that it was my birthday. We were not even friends yet. But that's the level of intentionality. And it has taken work. It has taken effort. It has taken coming together to put our heads together to see how do we build this thing? How do we sustain it? It has to be intentional. There has to be work that goes into it. It cannot be something that, oh, well, it'll happen. It'll happen. And one of those, I've made this mistake I did it once though, of disappearing, but it was on a male friend. I disappeared on my male friend when I started dating because I felt like my boyfriend wouldn't be okay with it at the time. Huge mistake. Even if it's a friend of the opposite sex, do not compromise your friendships, especially if you know that they are genuine. And if it's between genders, if you know that it's the real thing and there's nothing weird happening, make it clear to your partner that I have spent many years building this. I am not giving it up just because you just showed up and God knows how long you're going to stay. Anyway, let's get back into it.
Did you know that not having any female friendships could be detrimental to your health? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but UCLA did a whole research study on female friendships, and they found that having female friendships can reduce stress and are essential to your well-being. I figured, we're girls. When we hang out with our girlfriends, our bodies produce more oxytocin, which is often called the love hormone. So this hormone helps to reduce stress and promote feelings of happiness and well-being. So that's why I made it a goal, especially this year, to make meaningful female friendships. At one point in my life, I was like, I don't want any girlfriends at all. Like any female friends, I'm not gonna do it. But that was honestly because I was picking all of the wrong people. So that's key. And another thing I noticed is that you have to be really intentional and open-minded and just have some good energy just to bring in those good friendships, because I always thought that I needed a boyfriend to be around. And let me tell you something, once you find some good girls that are gonna have your back. You're gonna be like, boyfriend who, where? Like, no, I don't need that. I have my girls. Female friendships can also boost your immune system. Spending time with your friends can also increase your body's production of antibodies, which is interesting, making you less prone to illnesses. No wonder why men love to be around us. And another thing that makes sense is your mental health. When you are feeling sad and depressed, who do you run to? The first thing I run to is my girlfriends. I'm like, girl, I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling down. And some of them, they could just relate to me, so I don't feel crazy. Like, I feel like I belong with them. And I'm like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Like, I know that you went through that too. So when you're feeling sad and lonely, just go to your good girlfriends. You're gonna feel much better. Another bonus is having friends that have a healthy lifestyle. That's just gonna make you want to get better, improve your lifestyle, and improve your health. Like, you're gonna notice, oh my God, because this is what's happening to me, and now I became like this big gym girly, you guys. It's insane. So next time you're with your friends, just give them a big hug, because it's not just for fun. It's actually good for your health to hang out with them.
I feel like having female friends who are there for you, who are your biggest cheerleaders, but also people who will check you when you are going the wrong way or kind of like doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And it's so important to have that relationship where you know someone is giving you an objective opinion, but they want the best for you and they will support you either way, but they just want to make sure you know every aspect of what you're doing, the impact of things. And this has been really important for me. And just also, it's like sisterhood is very powerful, I feel, because I feel like, you know, whenever things are going wrong, I can go to them and completely open up and share that. And when things are going right as well, I have people to celebrate with me that are not necessarily going to compare or like be a little bit jealous and all of that. So for me, that has been really important. And for me, I'm so grateful, and I feel like I've been very lucky in terms of the people that I've met.
What men fail to realize is that women have friendships with other women that have them raising their standards. Women friendships have raised the bar so much for what we expect in relationships, because we go out on dates, we do fun adventures, we go on trips, we surprise each other, we get each other flowers. So it's like, why would I accept less from a man when I have women in my circle that would do this for me and they're not getting anything sexual out of me? So a man that wants something sexual out of me can't even fathom planning a date from start to finish. Women are raising the bar for other women. Straight the fuck up.
2 years ago now, I got made redundant from my job, a job that I was like very emotionally attached to. And on the day that it happened, I messaged my friends and I was like, guys, like, I've been let go. And I was devastated. Like, I was crying my eyes out and everything. At the time, I didn't even have a TV in my flat. I had just moved in and I was like still getting stuff. My girls they all turned up after work.
Yeah.
They bought me Nando's, they bought me like crumble. They came over to my house. We watched Love is Blind. I remember my little laptop. There was like 4 of us watching on my laptop. They came over, they consoled me. And I think that day I really realized like how much I was loved. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like realizing that as well. Because I feel like a lot of people don't have really strong relationships or really strong friendships.
Yeah.
And I think just me realizing that, I kind of just like was in a awe moment, and I just like looked around me and I just looked at them and I was like, I actually love you guys. And I remember I started crying, and when they left I cried for like 6 weeks because I didn't have a job. But I got over it afterwards and I got another job, so that's all fine. But I think in that moment I realized these are my girls and they will always pick me up no matter like what situation I'm in.
Yeah.
And that is like something that also builds your confidence, because it's like you're not putting out love and not receiving it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're putting out that love.
No one talks about how healing it can be to have a good group of girlfriends that don't judge you, that don't compete with you, and that support you through different phases of life. Even when I've been in relationships, my girlfriends have been the ones to always tell me to text me when I get home, drop me to my car, celebrate every single milestone in my life, no matter how small or big they were. And at one point when I was going through a major heartbreak in my life, my girlfriends were the ones who stayed on call with me over Zoom until I fell asleep. So when I tell you that they've raised the bar for me, that's an understatement. And our friendship is currently going through a transitional period where one of our really close friends met the love of her life. So we're going through a period of priorities shifting. Friendships and priorities can change a lot in your 20s, but when you have a great group of girlfriends, they support you through that, even if that requires the friendship to take a backseat. It is literally through my girlfriends that I've learned what unconditional love and care means. I could literally call my girlfriends at any time of the day and I know they're going to be there. So whenever I hear girls say that they don't really have good girlfriends and that they prefer to hang out with the guys, you're missing out on one of the most therapeutic relationships ever. I've also had some girlfriends whose priorities have shifted when they've started dating, but the minute something goes wrong, they know they can come back and it is a judgment-free zone. And that is the best part about female friendships. It is the fact that we don't judge. It's the fact that we heal, that we fix each other, that we take care of each other, and we show each other what true love really is. So this is some big sister advice. If you're in your 20s, invest in female friendships. And if you're unable to build successful friendships with women, try to also look within you and look for internalized competition, because we can only accept the women around you when we feel confident within ourselves. Okay, bye.
When I hear other women say stuff like, this is why I don't have friends, I'd rather just hang with my man, I don't need no friends, women are too much drama, I zip it. These showed up at my doorstep last night. My friend sent me these. We had a whole little vent session and she was just like, I hope that you have a better week. Excuse me? Man, I feel like there's always so much light being shed on the bad friends. But no matter what I have been through and what I have witnessed as far as friendships, I have never not craved genuine friendships, real connections with other women. I love my man. That is my best friend. But at the end of the day, that's the man. He's never going to fully understand me as a woman, and that's okay because he's a man. I'm a woman. I need genuine connection with other women. And as somebody who packed up and moved to a whole new state where I had to start all over making new friends, I'm navigating through the friendship pool. Y'all, it is hell out here. Competition is real. I want to see you good. Just don't do better than me or I'm going to get mad. Secret animosity. I don't really like you, but I want to be around you. The opportunist. It is real out here. There are still some genuine people out here. You just gonna have to pick through them. You just gotta dig through the bad apples. And as soon as you figure out it's a bad apple, don't try to wash it off and give it a chance.
And there you have it. Female friendships are good for your health. Community is good for your health. Having people that you know will ride and die for you, people that you know will show up for you, people that you are excited to see how they will grow. Guys, oh my goodness, I'm tearing up. There are two friends of mine that, one we've been friends since I was 5, she was 4. So that's over 3 decades of friendship. And the level of growth that I see in that woman it's just the most beautiful thing ever. To experience your friends' growth, their wins, their stupidity in some cases. Do you know what I mean? All of it. It's just beautiful to see. It's just beautiful to see. Anyway, I hope this video has given you those good feels that you feel good about your friendships or pursuing. Like, for instance, I don't have both of my friends, like people that I like, my girls, they live far from me. I don't like it sucks. When I want to go grab a drink, I need to think. So one of my goals is to build like everyday friendships, people that I can just go to the bar with, people that I can, hey, you home? Let's come watch a series or whatever. Do you know that, like, everyday friendships, like it's part of my goals. I really want to invest in friendships. I really want to invest in community. And you can do it. It's possible. These days, there are even friendship coaches. Oh, I forgot that beautiful Black woman's name. Oh my goodness. There'll be a part 2 to this. You can count on that. I will definitely have her in the next one, and I will have her details. I follow her on TikTok. She makes just beautiful content based on friendships. The value of friendship, how to make it work, how to initiate friendships, how to work through disagreements, and just the benefits of being in good friendships. Love that girl. I wish I had done that research before this video. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that. After this, pick up the phone, call your friend, text them, and let them know, listen, there's this video I need you to see. But not only that, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. You are the apple of my eye. You know what I mean? I hope it gave you all those good feels. And yeah, it leaves you feeling positive. Or if you don't have girlfriends, it leaves you motivated to start something, to start pursue your girls. Pursue your girls. And it's okay. Find a healthy way to do it. If someone is not into you, you don't need to beg. Okay, you will find friends. You deserve good friends. You deserve good friendships and a good community full of people that love you, that appreciate, that you love, that you appreciate, that you enjoy being around. Anyway, thank you so much. See you on the next one. I will link definitely some videos up here that you can go watch and enjoy as we are in the process of growing this channel. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.